Robin, things started well and then went south towards the end of the first half. What was your view of the performance?
I'm more excited about this team right now than I have been. Given the number of setbacks we've had, to lose Ola in warm-up today, to lose Longy, 25 minutes into the game, and to put out a performance like that, which I thought I agree with you, Neil, the first 25 minutes or so, I thought we were in really good control and gaining confidence, and scored a fantastic goal. And then, as soon as we get a little bit off of what it is we're trying to do, then things get away from us a little bit. So I was disappointed that we lost control of a game that we had pretty good control of. And, we come back in and we make some adjustments at halftime, and I felt like the second half we were quite comfortable, quite dangerous. Didn't get over the line in terms of creating a goal. But when the group, in my opinion, is really focused and diligent in terms of what's being asked, we saw some really good things. And it's very disappointing to have played as well as we did in spurts and then to not come out with a result.
You've talked in the past about people trying to do too much. Was that what Fede was trying to do on that first goal, trying to dribble past a third defender?
I don't remember the goal specifically, so I can't really speak to it. I know we were in a moment where the game had become more hectic than it needed to be. And I think at that point, we're just trying to get out of our end, balls bouncing around for a while. I don't remember it specifically, but I think more than whatever happened in the moment before the goal is more important. What is more important than that is the sequence of events that led us to that point. And it was us being just a little bit off in terms of what we were trying to do defensively. We lost a little bit of control of the game that way. Then I think we get a little bit frazzled. And then with the ball, we're not quite as efficient as we were the first 20 minutes. And for us, it has to be a learning experience. It has to be that when we do these things, when you guys do these things well, you're hard to deal with. And if it slips, we have to have the wherewithal to just get back to what it is we're trying to do. And I thought we did it again pretty well in the second half. And it's obviously disappointing to lose the home opener. But as I said, I think I'm more excited about this team now than I have been.
What happened to Ola in the warm-up problem? Is it serious?
I don't know exactly. It's like everything happens so fast. We haven't really spoken about it. It's a bit of an adduct or a groin issue. I'm not exactly sure how it happened. I'm not exactly sure how bad it is. I wouldn't think it's going to be long term, but certainly it kept him out today.
And how did you think, calling up DeAndre as his last sort of second replacement, how did you think he did, especially getting his first goal?
Woldy said, the way things work, watch DeAndre's going to score. This was before we kicked off. And what a fantastic goal. What a fantastic goal. I thought DK had some really, really good moments. And the goal was a culmination of a really good play. And I thought everyone involved in that play in terms of execution was excellent. The build up to it, the getting the ball to that side, Fede's ball, and DK's challenge for it was really a fantastic goal. And take nothing away from Chicago. They're a very good team and they have some very good players, and certainly they earned their win today. But I feel disappointed that you would want a goal like that to be something that leads to a win.
Any other questions?
Are you facing a crisis on defense now with Long, I think was the fifth defender? Trent Rao was on the bench. I don't know if he could play, but you got a lot of them out.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say a crisis, but we certainly have had a lot of defenders injured, and we've had guys step up and do pretty well. And when we finish a game with, I think Laz is 18, an 18-year-old and a 21-year-old, Nix is also quite young, Kosi is also quite young. It was a young group, and I can't fault them for really anything. That very last play where the ball gets cleared out, Laz has to win that header. Otherwise, the player running by is going to be in on a breakaway, and he does what he has to do. So you look at this really young group, and they're having to mature very quickly. I mean, Zane got thrown into the first game late. Now Laz has been thrown into 2 games, and we'd like to think it's all going to pay dividends down the road because these guys are getting very valuable game experience. Is it a crisis? We have a lot of injuries to our defenders. I don't know if I'm ready to say crisis yet, but it's less than ideal.
Did Sean have to do a bit better on the second goal?
I wish I could remember the second goal right now. What was the second goal?
It was Kuipers kind of like broke in, he kind of like
Bounced off
him, and then...
Yeah, I need to see. From where I'm sitting, it's so hard to tell if there are little deflections and things that happen. It's really hard to tell. I wish I had a better answer for you. I don't at the moment. My head is all over the place.
It was the first time you guys played with the lead this year. I wonder if what you saw was a little bit better in terms of, just the way the team was operating on the pitch.
Without a doubt. I mean, you're right. Not only did we start with a lead, I mean, we started really positively, and we haven't started positively in any of the games so far. And we've kind of hung in there and grown into the previous 3 games. But this game, I felt like we started on the right foot. The mentality was right. Our willingness and desire to get behind was very evident. And I thought like I said, for the first 25 minutes, I was really happy, really, really happy. And even though the second half was better because you're chasing, it doesn't feel as good. But if you look at the whole 90 minutes, I would say we were pretty decent. And then we had that stretch of, I'm not sure, 15 or 20 minutes at the end of the first half that it just got away from us a little bit. And I really do think that some of this is growing pains. And as a team, they have to learn to be resilient in some of those moments. And by resilient, I mean not just fight hard, because they absolutely fought hard. No complaints about the effort whatsoever. Some concentration lapses.
Robin, you spoke yesterday just about what it would be like to be back in the stadium, to hear the crowd singing the anthem again. Maybe just your reaction to having
Amazing. And when I looked up, it wasn't that full at that time. And when she said, sing your Canadian national anthem, I was thinking, it won't be that loud because there aren't that many people. But it was amazing. It was amazing. I absolutely love being in the stadium when the fans are engaged. And when they're engaged, they sing. And when they're really engaged, they sing really loudly. And it really brought a smile to my face, because as it happened, I was thinking about the question from yesterday. And I was like, I haven't felt this in so long. And again, the whole lead up to the game, the crowd, obviously the crowd was pretty good by the end. To start the way that we did, I thought was really positive, gets a crowd involved. I can't say enough about the start. And I feel like throughout the season so far, we've had good moments and spurts in every game. And I'll say today, the good moments were longer than we've seen so far. And we have to think that's progress. And it's tough. We have to go on the road again next week. But we have to play with this sort of mentality and this sort of belief.
Robin, what's your evening like after a game like this? Do you put things out of your mind? You go home and put the game on, watch it again? I
probably won't watch it today. My evening is not going to be as I anticipated it was going to be. It definitely, I don't think I'll watch it at all today. We'll do that tomorrow. Kind of try to take a mental break. Think about the really good parts of the game, and then tomorrow I'll be slapped with the reality about the other parts.